Okay. And 3, 2, 1, action. Welcome back. This is Head in the Clouds, episode 7. Hi guys. It's been a long time. I don't even remember the last time we did this. But a lot has happened since we last did this. What has happened, my love? Talk to me. I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've cycled out of 3 jobs now? 3 jobs since I graduated, which I've never had as many jobs in the span of a year than I did this year. Like, this was more jobs than I've really ever had. And it's taught me a lot about working. And working in the city, working in spaces, working just everywhere, right? And I don't know. Each experience has been very different. And I feel like the whole idea of finding work and finding a place to work, it's a very complicated thing. Because one, we've discussed, it's very hard to find work nowadays.
It is.
Especially, it doesn't even matter if you're looking for a job in your field or in your career, if you have something that you know you want to do. Not only just that, it's hard to break into anything, honestly. Like, to get a job, period, it's very hard. Like, it's so hard that we have people, fearing their lives over jobs that, I don't know, we take for granted sometimes. That we're all so riled up and worried about losing something, but we still have it. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things I've learned in the span of this 3 jobs in the past year?
3 jobs in the past year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although technically the first radio was before this year. Technically.
Carried in.
Yeah. But moving on. I think today we just kind of want to talk about what it means to be a working artist and to work for your art while also working in general, I would say, I guess. This is something I've kind of grown to realize I have a whole, dilemma with, I guess. Sorry, I shouldn't be eating while I'm talking, but these chips are good. I think I have this whole dilemma with working as an artist because, as an artist, you just want to do your craft. You just want to do everything about your creativity and about what you're making and wanting to put out in the world, right? But when you're also an artist, you're dealing with the crash outs and the burnouts and the trying to figure out if this thing sounds right, if this thing works out well. And I don't know if you go through that process as well, but I know your process, I always say he manages it a lot better than I do. I don't know how he does it. Like Mr. Superman over here.
Nah, that's crazy.
But it's I get so wrapped up in my creativity that I forget to put effort into me and what I'm doing out in the world, which is crazy to say because my creativity is what I'm doing and putting out in the world, but because it's not complete and because, me being a perfectionist, I'm trying to break out of that though, but being a reforming perfectionist, I should say. How would you classify it? You know what? We can put it that way. A reforming perfectionist. That, it takes a lot of work to create, but also it shouldn't take a lot of work if it's something you can do. If it's something you know in your heart you want to do, then it shouldn't be work. And I feel like that's a big thing about working nowadays. It's like a lot of people are working and it's not in their heart. It's not in their being of what they want to do. And it's almost like, I liken it to kind of like a lot of times selling yourself, but I don't like to say that a lot because it's like, you have situations, everyone's living in a situation where they need a job, they need to work. So, but if you put them in a world where they can't access the thing that gives them heart and gives them, like, actually puts them to work in a way that they choose to work, and this also relies on the person themselves too, because like we as people gotta like really hone in on what we can do as a person individually, as together collectively. Like we got to figure out what we can do so we can put that back out into the world and put that good energy back out into the world, because a lot of the nonsense that's going on right now is because everyone's in jobs that they shouldn't have. So let's be honest with ourselves. We should be working in places that actually benefit us and cater to our soul, cater to our heart. Because if you're just working yourself into oblivion, then what's the point of all that wealth you accumulated if...
Bro, I feel like a lot of people get into these jobs that are not suited for them to be able to make that next move.
Exactly. And
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't disagree. I literally, my last entire job kind of was based upon that fact. Mm-hmm. Like, the whole time I was there, we gotta dance, baby. The whole time I worked at my last place, I just had in mind, I'm working until I get out. I'm working until I'm ready. I'm working until I finish. And you see, I think in going into that job, having that mentality was what screwed me over in the end. Because that shouldn't have been my mentality. If I was there, it should have been my heart into what I was doing then and focusing on what I was able to do with what I had, right? And now, like we said, we're reforming in a lot of places, trying to figure it all out. We're in a creative cocoon, so to speak, right? So now it's kind of like I'm at a place where it's like I'm in a limbo job state. Like I have some jobs that but it's like different things, and it's all nothing like, what's the word?
Nothing like reliable right now?
Yeah. It's kind of like, I liken it to living on the edge, and he says I like to live by a rush.
No, you say you live by rush. I agreed.
Yeah, but I'm trying to...
He loves the rush.
I don't love the rush.
He loves the rush.
I feel the rush.
You know what I was just referencing when I was saying that?
It feels the rush.
What is that?
That sounds like a Marty Supreme line.
I doubt it.
I don't know. But basically, I think as a people, all we need to do is really just work at our strengths and what we can do in the moment, what we can do with where we're at, and what we have.
But how does one distinguish that?
I feel like one can't. I feel like
because like in your case, right, the artist, what is something you can do right now, entry level, that you think is gonna fully benefit exactly what you want to do in life?
I could release a song, but that's me letting down my guard.
That's independence, though. That's not like
a
job. You know what I'm saying? That's
and
not...
as a job wise, it's like I personally I don't know the next step. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm kind of navigating it as I go. Like I said, living on the edge.
I mean, that's how one lives life. You don't know what's coming next.
Yeah, exactly. So you never know what's gonna happen. But I really think it's about finding the thing that gives me heart. Like I know that when I'm making music, my soul's in that. When I'm making any type of art, my soul's in that and my heart's in that. So it's like when my whole being's in that, if I'm being honest. My mind, my imagination, that work, and that's just, my mind be crazy sometimes. But anyway, I think, what was I trying to say? About,
we were talking about
you see, my mind just makes me forget things. They say writing makes you forget, and I write a lot. So, what I could do in my career? I guess I could write, but like nobody reads. I love to read. Some people like reading,
but with that,
barely anybody.
Are
reads
these
anymore.
things that you're using as a substitute for a job of things you could do? Because you could do these things while still having a job.
And that's the thing. It's like I guess I haven't found that place where it's like it feels stable enough to be there. Where I feel stable being there.
Okay.
There's always something that's nagging at me, or it's me usually going at myself, kind of like, you shouldn't be here, you should be here. You shouldn't do this, you should do that.
So is this whole like work, like the working artist, is this more of like a morality standpoint for one personally, what they morally like find?
Maybe, but I also think of it as kind of like something universal. Because at the end of the day, we're all artists of our own nature. Whatever we create, whatever we put out into the world, whatever we're doing and pushing forward in our own right, that's our art. So it's like, if your job is also your art, you should be working at your art constantly. It should be like whatever you're doing should also be a part of what your art is, or at least correlate in some way. And if it's not catering to you in any way, it depends. It really depends. It depends on situations. Because most situations, even mine, I'm not in the situation to not have a job. Like, I'm not. But I choose fate. Yeah, take a drink, don't worry.
I wasn't worried.
But I'm choosing fate that God got me, honestly. Trying to focus in on that and the presence that I have at work. Because, I know when I'm, like I was saying with music, like, I know when I'm on a film set or, like, when I'm around that type of stuff, it scratches that itch in my brain, which is, like, yes, I can work at this. Yes, I can do this.
Well, of course, because you really want to do that.
Yeah, so it's, like, the places I've been, I guess, always scratch part of that itch, but it's almost like, do you know, there's this concept of the shadow artist, when someone's, like, working in a position that's reflective of an actual artist, like they're kind of like countering the art that they want to be putting on. So it's like for me, I've been an usher, like I've been in different like positions where I've been around the theater, but I want to be on stage. So in a way, that's me being a shadow artist. And I feel like
it's a sad way to put it. It's like you're living in like your dreams, like shadow.
Exactly. And that's the thing of it. That's what it kind of feels like sometimes.
No,
so it's
I agree.
like you gotta sometimes, I guess, break out of it and like really like find a path that fits your needs and what you need to do. And I'm speaking from self-experience because I know that sometimes I don't even be breaking out of my own shit. Like, I don't know, can we curse on YouTube?
You can, but I think it just gets restricted to some degree.
Well,
but
we might bleep it. I'll see.
What the fuck?
That's crazy. I feel like we have.
You definitely have.
That's okay.
I definitely have.
But yeah, I guess all that to say, kind of like, if you don't work doing what you love, then what are you working for? And if you have a reason, follow that reason. Remind yourself of that reason.
Well, I think that's the answer to that question. If you don't, what was the question?
If you don't know what you're working for, if you don't work for,
we gotta replay the tape.
I know. If you don't work for what
For what you
my
like.
memory is so bad.
No, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember.
If you don't work for what you're like, if you don't work for what your art,
What are you
then
working for?
What are you working for?
And
yeah.
I said the answer to that is what you just said.
The reason.
People doing it for
Yeah.
that reason, like working.
Yeah. Like, say, like, for your children, or for your own personal wealth, for your own personal gain. And I feel like those are all, like, it's reasons. It's like, you gotta find your reason,
Mm-hmm.
your reasoning for what you do. And if you don't have a reason, then
Because like it's
find it
really
within.
everything. Like situations are different for everybody.
Exactly. So it's like, it's not like everyone knows what they want to do. Everyone has that feeling. But it's like, if you can do it with what you have, if you can work, and like, every job can be a masterpiece if you let it be. Like, you can work at any job and enjoy it if you choose to. But it's like, almost like a lot of these jobs are training us to, like, be bots in the system working for the corporate enterprise of, like, the Death Star. I don't know.
No, just money.
Yeah,
Which
money.
is what holds all power in the world, unfortunately.
Money makes the world go round. Cash rules everything around me. But yeah, creativity rules everything around me. But all that being said, I think, honestly, to end it all off, or do we have anything more to say?
Not really.
No. I feel like the important thing to remember is, do what you love and the money will follow. And remember that all that you do should be with love.
Mm-hmm.
If you do anything but, what are you doing?
Word.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. This has been episode 7, or episode 7?
I think it's episode 7. I wouldn't know.
No, or chapter 7.
Chapter?
Yeah. Should we call it chapter 7?
Act. I'm kidding.
Act 7.
I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
I feel like acts are like...
I know. It was the inside joke.
Okay, chapter or episode 7.
Whatever chapter this is.
No, it's 7. I'm pretty sure it's 7.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Alright.
If this is any other chapter, disclaimer, I didn't know this before pressing the end button and posting this. But I
so
hope you
dark.
enjoyed. I know. That's what I was hoping for too, like the light to dim. Like, it was really cute. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the flip side. Take a look out. Just keep a lookout for our art coming soon. We never even said our names this episode.
JERØ.
Zion. Keep us a lookout out for us on the interwebs. He just released a
stream
song.
my new song, "Make You Mine," on all platforms.
Yeah, "Make You Mine" by JERØ. There's a slash in the O. If you don't know how to do it, you just hold the O down, and it
Oh my
shows
God.
you the slash.
You know, I think it pops up now.
Does it?
Just yeah.
I never knew this, so when I found that out, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. That's how keyboards work. Okay.
Oh, you didn't know?
No. That's what I'm saying. I just pressed down, and I was like,
So how did you do it before?
that was, like, after I found out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I thought, yeah.
Zion and JERØ. See you soon.
Oh! Yo.
That was only 19 minutes.